From KFDX 3 News, the spirit of Texoma, KFDX 3 News at 6 starts now.
For years, doctors have preached early detection as one of the best ways to prevent a deadly disease like cancer from spreading. And many breast cancer survivors in Texoma credit self-exams to saving their lives. But now the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force is advising women to do away with self-exams and delay mammograms until they're 50. Texoma breast cancer survivor Pat Bragg says she can't believe what she's hearing. In August 2002, at the age of 50, Bragg got a mammogram. She was told she was clear and didn't have to return until a year later. But 4 months later, she discovered a lump on her breast after doing a self-exam in the shower. She says it was already 3 centimeters in size.
I cannot even imagine, had I waited a year to have gone back for a mammogram, what size the mass could have become.
Most doctors recommend women do a self-exam once a month, 1 week to 10 days after their menstrual cycle. Pat's story is just one example of someone whose self-exam helped save her life. There are so many others who underwent a mammogram at the recommended age of 40, and it helped save their lives. In fact, our colleague Carol Davis was 47 when a mammogram detected a 3.5 centimeter malignant tumor in her right breast.
With all this information, we wanted to clear up any confusion that might be out there. And Dr. Praveen Reddy is an oncologist with the Texoma Cancer Center. Dr. Reddy, what's your reaction to the government panel's new recommendations that we just talked about?
This is very, I could not believe these recommendations, to be honest with you, Gwen and Doug. Most of my patients are between 40 to 50 years of age. For example, from September of 2008 till September 2009, at Texoma Cancer Center, we saw approximately about 250 patients. About 19% of them were between 40 to 50, and 50% of them, they found the lump during the breast self-exams, and remaining 1/3 they found during the routine annual mammogram screening. So I don't know why these new recommendations to get away with self-breast exams and the mammograms only from starting 50 years of age.
Now, what is your experience your experience as an oncologist right here in our community? So what kind of recommendations do you have for our viewers out there and that importance of self-exam?
In fact, this morning, American Cancer Society Chief Medical Officer issued a statement that American Cancer Society still recommends to continue the self-breast exams and also continue the annual screening mammograms. That is very important. We do understand the pitfalls with these breast cancer screening modalities like apprehension, exposure to the radiation, unnecessary biopsies, and some kind of fear. But the risks of the breast cancer are definitely outweigh the benefits. So definitely we recommend the patients continue to get the mammograms at approximately 40 years of age or even earlier if there is significant risk associated.
Now, obviously, doctors like yourself that have been in practice for a while, you're going to stick with your recommendations from what you've seen by practicing. But what does a recommendation like this from the government do for, say, doctors in training, doctors coming out of medical school, going into the specialty? What's your take on that?
Maybe the younger doctors may follow these new recommendations, but what they're telling Doug is the risk of the breast cancer increases with age. So the risk is almost significantly increased once they cross 50. But still there is risk from 40 to 50 also. So I don't know what the younger generation is going to do, but people like me who are in practice for a while, I think we'll stick to these current recommendations to start the mammograms at 40 years of age.
All right. We sure appreciate you as always. Thank you, Dr. Reddy.
Thanks, Gwen. Thanks, Doug.
Well, it has taken years for the base